It's a function of where you are in the cycle. You want to de-risk a bit earlier than you feel comfortable doing, because then the back end of the cycle can play out short or long. It doesn't matter. But you need to have enough wealth that you're feeling a little bit hubristic, like, oh, I king shit. That's when you take some money off. As soon as you start thinking, well, if I just double it again, I'm going to be really, just take some money off. We've not got there yet for me. Another larger move in the cycle, I'll then take some money off.
There's a moment in every cycle when we all feel like geniuses. When our portfolios are green, confidence is high, and the only thing rising faster than prices is our ego. Raoul Pal, former hedge fund manager and founder of Real Vision, just issued a timely reminder. When to take some lifestyle chips off the table, when your profit and loss is at significant all-time highs and you think your shit smells of roses, and you are a god amongst investors. He's talking about euphoria, about that moment when smart money quietly walks away while retail investors pile in. But here's the nuance. He's not calling for a top in August. He's calling for a correction. A pause in what he calls the banana zone. In this video, we'll break down Raoul's banana zone framework, the liquidity signals he's watching, and the real reason why now may be the best time to lock in life-changing gains. Not all of them, but some. For more timely and insightful analysis from the industry's brightest minds, please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos. Everything you do helps with the YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel's growth. Thanks, and enjoy the video. Raoul Pal has coined a simple term with big implications: banana zone. It's his label for the final exponential phase of a macro bull cycle, a period where risk assets go parabolic, driven by global liquidity, AI-driven productivity optimism, institutional FOMO, and retail frenzy. In a recent tweet, he said, "Feels kinda fruity. Banana Zone Phase 2 should run until August or so, with short, sharp corrections en route, obviously. Please enjoy your fruit responsibly." In a follow-up tweet, he added, "No, I don't think that is the top in August, but Phase 2 correction should happen around then, before final leg higher into year-end or 2026. Too early to tell." So what does that mean for investors like you? Raoul's roadmap for this cycle isn't based on vibes. It's based on liquidity. His liquidity models track global central bank balance sheets, U.S. Treasury cash balances, reverse repos, DXY, dollar strength, TGA drawdowns, and net liquidity metrics. Since late 2023, those indicators have been pointing up. That's why Bitcoin rallied. That's why tech stocks are at new highs. But Raoul believes this second leg of the banana zone, fueled by rising liquidity, could peak around August. Not the top, but a transition point, a chance to rebalance, de-risk, and secure real-life gains before the final push into 2026. In a recent interview, Raoul opened up about what he actually plans to do with his profits. Let's hear what he said.
I will, as I've talked to you before, take some lifestyle chips off, the things I want to do with my life. And so I've not had any big capital expenditure for 5 years now. So I would like to be able to do something. And then, yes, I'll do an asset allocations shift, whether it's to, I'm not one to really go out of the market. Yes, a bit of cash to have cash buffer, but I'm not one to go out of the market because I don't think you know the shape of the downside. My fear is that Bitcoin only goes down 40% this cycle and everybody sells out and says, well, I can buy it down 70. Isn't this an easy game? And it doesn't go down 70. It doesn't go down 60. It doesn't go down 50. It goes down 40. And then it takes off again as liquidity comes and everybody's caught offside. So I'll probably allocate, whether it's towards Bitcoin or whatever, I'm not sure, but yeah.
When you say take some lifestyle chip, do you have a time frame? Do you have a price target?
You're not going to time the top perfectly. And the thing is let's say you're buying a house with the proceeds. You've done well, you buy a house. Nobody can take it away from you, right? That's an asset that you don't have the fear of somebody stealing your wallet, getting your seed phrase. You don't have a fear of putting it in DeFi. The bricks and mortar are yours. You own it. You've got a house over your head. You've got an asset that's long-term. That is an incredible thing. And so people just need to do that. And that de-risks your whole life.
That's key. This is not about going to 100% cash. It's about turning some digital profits into tangible, real-world gains. This is personal finance at the highest level, not trying to beat the market, but using the market to upgrade your life. Buying something that no wallet hack, DeFi exploit, or market crash can erase. Market tops don't feel scary. They feel safe. You've got momentum, media hype, analyst upgrades, and ETF inflows. Everyone you know is making money. That's why they're dangerous. Raoul's God Amongst Investors tweet is about that exact moment, when you start believing you can't miss. But behavioral finance reminds us, humans are terrible at selling. We sell too early in bear markets and too late in bull markets. The only antidote is rules. And Raoul's rule is clear. When your P&L is euphoric, take some off the table. Not because the top is here, but because the future is uncertain. Let's zoom out. In 2017, the crypto market peaked in December after a euphoric run. No macro red flags, just exhaustion. The result? An 80% drawdown. In 2021, the market topped in November, just months after the biggest ETF inflows ever. Retail was euphoric. Institutions were positioned, but liquidity tightened. The market collapsed. This time might be different, but probably not in the way you think. Raoul himself warns, "My fear is that Bitcoin only goes down 40% this cycle, and everybody's waiting for negative 70%, and they never get it. They sell out, thinking it's easy, and get caught offside when liquidity returns." That's why he stays mostly in the market, with some lifestyle chips on the side. You don't need to sell everything. But if you've made life-changing gains, ask yourself, can I turn some of that into something real? Can I reduce risk without abandoning upside? Can I enjoy the fruit of the banana zone, responsibly? Raoul Pal is doing exactly that. And not because he's scared, but because he's smart. You're not going to time the top perfectly, but you can make it irrelevant. Take some chips. Buy something meaningful. Secure your future, and let the rest ride, without the stress of wondering if it's all going to disappear overnight. August might not be the top, but it could be your last chance to take action without regret. Raoul Pal's banana zone is still running, but the next phase might not be as forgiving. So take what you need, lock it in, and enjoy the ride, fruitfully and responsibly. If you got value from this analysis, give it a like, share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be tracking macro liquidity, ETF flows, and real-time sentiment so you can stay ahead of the curve.